guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki. So today I have this, what do you want to call her, like a gem glam bunny Halloween makeup look for you guys. I've partnered with Boohoo to bring this look to you, and oh my god, I am absolutely digging it. I've used their whole makeup beauty range. Now they do have brand makeup products, but they've also got an incredible makeup range that is their own. They have just such an amazing array of Halloween stuff. They've got all the ears, they've got little dresses, they've got outfits, they've got fake blood, and I just took so much inspiration from just looking at their Halloween page. Also, check out Boohoo Man, because honestly the makeup is fire. They've got really good masks and they've got t-shirts that I think I need to get my hands on too. But I'm bringing this makeup look for you guys, so if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, I'm super excited to start today's look. I can't even explain to you how many times Boohoo saves my life with their next day delivery. I'm such a last minute person that next day delivery comes through every single time. So I've got my fresh face on, I've got bunny ears on, and I've got this beautiful, honestly it is stunning, this beautiful pink fluffy robe. My friend actually owns it and I needed it in my life when I saw it on her. It is super luxurious. It makes me feel some type of way, like I want to wear this around the house all the time. But let me get into the tutorial. I'm going to start off just with Nip and Fab's Ultra Illuminating Dewy Primer Mask. It says that you need to pop it on for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm going to pop it on. It's going to help illuminate, smooth, and be the ultimate primer for my skin. Whilst my sheet mask, my super cool sheet mask, is doing its thing, I'm going to use this lip balm by EOS. It's the strawberry lip balm, and I'm going to pop this on the lips just to give my lips a little bit of hydration and plump. Now that the sheet mask has been on for 10 minutes, I am going to remove it, and then I'm just going to massage the excess serum and excess goodness into my skin and also on my neck as well. Can we just take a second to appreciate how glowy and plump my skin looks? Oh my gosh, it is so hydrated as well. Now I'm going to move in to the makeup tutorial. I just want to let you guys know that everything, including that face mask as well, is included on the beauty range from Boohoo. So I'll leave all the links down below. You can find it in the Boohoo beauty range. I'm going to be using the Sleek Lifeproof foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation in the shade LP13. I'm going to pop this all over my face and then blend it out with the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge as well. Just comparing these foundations side by side, I feel like that illuminating primer sheet mask from Nip and Fab has really helped underneath. It's given this kind of glow to the skin, which I'm all about, I love. But it looks so natural, but just perfected and polished. I've also taken a little bit down on my neck because I like to do that just to create a really nice blank canvas. But if you can see the difference between the two, I am shook. This foundation is absolutely beautiful and it's so affordable as well. I'm now just going to take this on the other side as well. Guys, don't you hate it when you pour out a little bit too much foundation? I'm always that person that's like, I need to use it. I don't care where I use it, on my feet, I don't care. I need to use it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to safely pop that away from my fluffy robe because I don't want my sleeve, my big sleeve, to get into it. And we're going to move on to concealer. I personally love this concealer. It is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer, and I have various shades here. I like to bronze with them, I like to contour with them, I like to do everything with them. So I'm going to use them for their multi-use. I'm going to be using tan and neutralizer, and we're going to pop this underneath my eyes. This is going to act as my concealer and then also like a brightener at the same time. I'm just going to pop this in the areas of pigmentation, so underneath my eyes and a little bit around my mouth, and I'm going to buff this out with my Real Techniques sponge. I think I love this concealer in particular because it's just so effortless. Like when you blend it out, there's not like a lot of work, there's not a lot of blending, it kind of just sinks into the skin and it looks super flawless. I love a high coverage concealer, which is what it is, but it doesn't look cakey, or it doesn't look like it sits on top of the skin, you know. So I'm actually going to use the concealer in the shade Cocoa, and I'm gonna liquid bronze with this. I'm gonna pop this around my temples, on my cheekbones, and also down the sides of my nose and jawline, and then I'm gonna buff this out using a soft fluffy brush just to give more definition and warmth to the face. If I do say so myself, guys, my skin is looking amazing. It looks just how I want it to look, very like princess soft but polished. I'm going to quickly do my brows off camera and I'll be back in just a second. Now that brows are safely and securely on, I'm gonna powder. I like to powder after all my liquids and creams are done. and I only want to lightly powder. I'm going to be using the barrym. This is the Ready Set Smooth Loose Setting Powder, and I'm just going to apply a little bit over my T-zone and underneath my eyes just to set this in place. I don't want to do any baking today because I feel like baking doesn't suit me. I feel like my skin cracks a little bit, so we're just going to do a light dusting. Now I'm going to give myself a very light bronze. I don't want this to be too kind of heavy. I want it to stay very soft. So I'm going to be using this beautiful palette by Lorac Pro Sculpt and Glow. They have 2 highlighters, 2 blushes, and 2 contour bronzy shades. So I'm going to use both the 2 bronzy shades, mix them together, and then just give myself a light dusting in all the areas that we applied that Maybelline concealer, just to set that in place as well. Moving into eyes now, I want to keep the eyes quite glam as well. So I'm going to be using the same brand, Lorac Pro. This is the bakery box, and this is their eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, have you ever seen anything so beautiful? I love the shades in it. It's also got 2 highlighters in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the shade Pancake, such a cute name, and I'm going to use this as my transition color. Using a fluffy brush, I'm going to pop this into my crease, and just in swiping motions, using back and forth motions, I'm going to create a really soft smoke in my crease. Now when it comes to my crease, I always take it in the crease, always higher for me. I like my shadows to go up and be smoked out, and then I always take it down into this center where you would almost do like a nose contour. I feel like this just ties the look in. It looks very sultry like this as well. Also, Pancakes is such a beautiful, it's just an easy transition color. If I was wearing like everyday makeup, I would just wear this and then I'd be good to go, because it's so beautiful and really nice and warm as well. Next, I was a little bit torn. I was thinking about using macaroon, which is a bright pink, but I think I'm gonna stick with Choc Mousse, which is a beautiful kind of milky chocolate color, and I'm gonna use the same brush and apply this to my crease just to get a little bit of definition into the eye crease. Now I'm going to be taking the darkest brown in the palette, which is the shade Granola. So cute. I've just noticed that everything is named after a bakery, which is so silly of me. But I'm going to be taking this color and popping this just into the crease now. Try not to blend this higher. This is just to create that kind of more half cut crease when we put the shimmer on the lid. So we're just going to swipe this back and forth, and you can keep building the color up until you get the intensity that you would like. Now for a little bit of frosting on our lids, I'm going to be using maple syrup on a flat brush, and I'm going to be popping this just on the lid. I like to concentrate the most amount of product in the inner corner half of my eye, the first half of my eye, and then I like to just blur it out towards the end. I'm going to go back to a little bit of Choc Mousse, and I'm going to pop this just on my lower lash line. Now taking that shimmery pink in the palette, Birthday Cake, I'm going to take a little bit of this and pop this in to my inner corners. Now going again into the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to go in to the highlighters. I can't pick between the two because Eton Mess is more of the pink and Sugar Cookie is more of like a champagne gold. So I'm just going to go in to both of them and highlight my brow bone. Wow guys, that highlighter is just as beautiful. Look how sheeny it is. It's so nice. Them shimmer colors are so beautiful in the palette. One last thing I'm going to do is I've just taken a little bit of macaroon, which is the pink in the palette. I'm hoping you guys can see this on camera, but I feel like you can't. I'm just dotting it over that inner corner highlighter just to make it a little bit more pinky. Using my barrym, this is the On Point Black Waterproof Precision Eyeliner. I'm going to give myself a tiny wing. I don't want this to be too harsh. I just want to kind of flick out towards the end, and this will make it easier when we apply our false lashes as well. Guys, when I do wing liner, I literally want to give myself a little bit of a clap because wing liner looks beautiful, right? It changes your eye shape. It just looks so nice on, but it's hard. It's hard to put it on. It is something that you need to master, and I do makeup like every single day and it's still difficult for me. Anyways, I'm going to leave my eyes there. I work in a really weird way. I like to do little bits of things. So I'll do like my eyes and then I might move on to cheeks or lips because I like to see how it's going to look overall. So I'm going to move on to my nose. Now for a bunny, I don't want to do your typical kind of face painty whiskers. I just don't want to go down that route. Reason being is I want to keep this still very sexy and pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in to the bronzer, blusher and highlighter palette, and I'm going to take this pinky shade called Posy, which I'm later on going to be using as my blusher. I'm just going to pop this underneath my nose. So just follow your nose contours and just blush the bottom of your nose to give you the illusion of like kind of like a bunny nose. Now that your nose is on, it can look a little bit like you've had a little bit of a cold, but I think it looks super cute. I'm going to take the same colour and I'm going to pop this to the apples of the cheeks and then blend that up towards the temples, and then add a little bit just on to the bottom half of the bridge of my nose, because this will look super cute. Now that that's on, I'm moving back to eyes. I'm going to be using one of my favourite mascaras. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I used to use this all of the time. It's such a good, affordable mascara. Adds volume, does everything. But I am going to be applying falsies. So let me just add a few coats of this mascara to start with. Now that mascara is on, just look at how beautiful and lifted. This mascara really lifts my natural lashes. You can just wear your natural lashes if you want, but I am more of a false lash girl, so I'm going to be wearing these lashes called Dainty by Prima Lash. They look super beautiful. I love the fact that they kind of wing out and they're very long as well. So I'm just going to chuck these bad boys on. I love these lashes. I love them. When I saw them in the packaging, I knew that I would love them because they wing out. They are kind of, they're long, but they wing out towards the end. So they kind of flick out, but they leave enough gap that you can still see the shimmer, which I absolutely love. So now that lashes are on, safely and securely on, thank you, I am going to pop on mascara on my lower lashes. Now let's go into a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to use that Lorac Pro Sculpt and Glow palette, and then I'm going to take the shade Sweetie Pie, which is more of the pinky shimmer. Let's go into that, and I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones. Now I'm going to take the same shade Sweetie Pie. I'm going to take it on a smaller like eyeshadow brush, and we're going to do the nose. We're going to go down the center of the nose, and then I'm just going to highlight my bunny nose as well. Now that we're almost there, I'm going to move on to lips. I'm going to use Boohoo's brown lip liner to line up my lips. I'm going to be going for a pink glossy lip because I feel like it will really just go with this vibe. But let's line our lips to start off with. Now that they are lined, I'm just going to take... I just realised I can't do it and talk at the same time. I'm just going to take a little bit of the brown liner and shadow underneath because it's going to give us more of that kind of pouty lip. For my lip shade, I'm going to be using Sleek's Lip Dose Soft Matte Lip Click. This is in the shade Do You Mind? I've actually worn this before and it's a beautiful soft pink. I love the fact that you can kind of click it, and the shape of it makes it really, really easy to kind of just follow your natural lip shape. So I'm just going to pop this on. Now that the lip shade is on, I'm going to just quickly do... Let's just blot it. I feel like blotting my lips just kind of sinks that colour in, and I prefer it when it's on the lip as opposed to like sitting on top. And then I'm going to move in to gloss. I'm going to be using the Barrym, that's a Swell. This is their Extreme Lip Plumper in the shade Get It, and I'm going to pop this over the top. I'm aware that this is a Halloween makeup look and there's no like blood or gore. I don't want to go blood or gore today with this look. I want to keep it quite soft and pretty. But Boohoo do their fake blood. They do the white paint and the black, and this comes actually as a set. So I did get this in the hopes that I might put it around my mouth, but I feel like it just wouldn't go with the colour scheme. But they do it if you do want blood and gore. Instead, I'm going to create a really, really glam bunny, gemmed out bunny. So I have these, this is the Dancing Unicorn Face Gems Halloween edition. They are absolutely stunning. I think these face gems are amazing. Boohoo's got so many on their website. If you're someone that doesn't have any time, or you've got your makeup on and you don't want to change into like Halloween makeup, you just don't have the time, if you get one of these and it's like a sticker, you literally just stick it on, you will look like you're ready for a Halloween party. It's super, super easy and just really quick to do. But what I'm going to do is, I really like these face gems. I like the way that they looked. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick them off and I'm going to pop them on all over my face. Kind of like a splatter of gems all over the face. I'm going to take it down the neck and chest area as well. Let me take it everywhere. I don't know, this could go horribly wrong or it could look beautiful, but let's make her into a super, super glam bunny. Okay guys, my palms are super sweaty. That took me a hot minute to do, but it was really, really worth it. I love how it's come out. I actually haven't done anything like this, but I feel like I look super glam. You can take this as far down as you wish. I did just want to take it down to the neck area. I think it looks really, really pretty. I do want to just give a quick shout out to Gabrielle on Instagram because I was really inspired by the face gems that she used on her face. So this is inspired by that. Oh my god, I just think it looks so glam. I actually do, from Boohoo, have these satin gloves. They're so sexy, but I just feel like with this look, with the pink, I think this will be a bit of an overkill. So I'm not gonna pop these on. They also do these bunny ears in pink as well. Now I kind of feel like maybe I should have got the pink to go with the pink fluffy robe, but I think it looks cute nonetheless. Let me know what you think of this look. I'm just gonna quickly fix my hair and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I zoomed you out a little bit so you can see it in full force. I absolutely love this bunny look. Glam bunny, whatever you want to call it, that's what I'm going to call her. I love this look. Let me know your thoughts down below. I just want to thank you, Boohoo, so much for collaborating with me on this video. I've had so much fun, and let me know if you want to see more Halloween looks. Do you want to see a little bit more gore? Let me know. I think this is a really good look for those of you that still want to go to Halloween sexy, or you want to go pretty but you want to look like you've made an effort. Do you know what I mean? Like you want to look like you've done the most when actually it's just some gems stuck on your face and you could be wearing whatever makeup. Anyways, thank you so much, Boohoo. I'm gonna sign off. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.